Morning, YouTube buddies. It's 6:30 in London. This is a after rave rant of the week. Here we go. It's a bit wet and windy. So the first rant is people that walk around at 6:30 in the morning with sunglasses on. Is there any need really? All these people walking around at 6:30 in the morning in London with sunglasses on. There's St Paul's behind me, St Paul's Cathedral. According to Tim, my mate Tim, alright Tim, someone did a bungee off that. That wasn't really a rant though. Here we go with the proper ones. Coming up. Excuse fingers. Here's a rant from Dave Outdoors. Dave's rant is, why do people ask if you're pissed off all the time when you're perfectly fine? That actually really pisses him off. Thanks, Dave. Here's a rant. Oh, look at my hair. It's wet, really wet. Here's a rant from Travis. All right, Travis? Shasta Valley Outdoors, if I can remember off the top of my head. Travis is ranting about people who throw litter, rubbish, etc. into a campfire whilst people are cooking on it. Well, that's not very nice, is it? Breathing in all those fumes and having plastic toxic fumes attached to your hamburger or your beef burger or your Chinese noodles. It's not good when you're out camping. So people, don't do it. Don't throw litter and plastics and foil and cans and things on campfires. It's not good for anyone's health. So don't do it. This rant's from Carl. Hazard Outdoors. I'll put it up correct if I got it wrong. I'm doing a lot of this by memory. And my memory isn't very good, as you all know. It's a bit goldfish-like. So Carl's rant is about BMW and Mercedes drivers. Why are they just the worst in the world? Someone else is coming with squeaky shoes. Keep filming, you can hear it as they walk past. Why are they the worst drivers in the world ever? They can't park, they can't drive, they think they can drive, especially the BMW drivers. We know a few of those, don't we? They think that they own the road because they've got a BMW or a Mercedes. Depending what make and model it is, you don't really own the road. Rude. So yeah, just if you drive a BMW or a Mercedes, then please don't. Please get rid of it forthwith and get a Ford or that's comical. Get a Ford or something else, a Skoda, and save yourself a little bit of money and actually probably learn to drive. Because you will, if you buy a different car, you will actually learn to drive. The sun's coming up over the Tower Bridge. I've just been over there. Hope you're still sticking with it. On to the next one. Yeah. Jogger, squeaky shoe central down here today. I'm going to walk off the Millennium Bridge. You're going to walk with me because it's just a bit of a boring backdrop now. Next rant is from Trev. Camo cars, you're right, Trev, long time no see. Trev has got a rant about people that say, can I get rather than can I have? So, for instance, you walk into a bar, can I get 2 pints of beer please? Well, you're not going to walk around the back of the bar and get them, are you, yourself? So it's, can I have, or please can I have? Something like that would probably be the order of the day. So don't say, can I get? It just sounds a bit rude. And also, if you were going to say that, put please in front of it and a thank you afterwards. But you still shouldn't say it. So just say, please can I have? Not please can I get? All right. Morning. Morning. You all right? I've got squeaky shoes now. Can you? The next rant is from me. Burton outdoors, that's me. I'm currently outdoors for a change. Was indoors. My rant, or one of my rants actually, is people who target people with epilepsy. So mainly trolls, basically internet trolls, who target people with epilepsy by sending them images and video clips with flashing lights and strobing in. Well, if that's not just the sickest thing anyone could ever do, because they're trying to actually get them to have an epileptic reaction. Now, how they get these people's email addresses and stuff, I don't know. But it is happening, or it was happening in the news. It's probably old news now, probably a month or so ago. But why would someone do that? I mean, it's like, I don't know, I'm lost for words, which is unusual for me. It's like, why would someone do that? I'm trying to make up what's it like, and I can't. But why would people want to inflict that sort of pain on someone? It's just, there are some sick people in the world, and apparently it does work. And they trick them they trick the people who suffer from epilepsy into opening the emails, because it's disguised as I presume a charity organisation for epilepsy or some sort of epileptic association. So it comes through as like perhaps a legit email, and then you open it up, and then there's just strobing lights and flashing lights and that kind of thing. That's just proper and utterly and totally just a wanky thing to do, and very cruel. You wonder sometimes, trolling to an extent can be fun if you're not being hurtful to someone, but that's just nasty. Well, trolling really is it fun? I embrace the troll. I like to wind them up. I've had a few, but they get bored and go away in the end. Anyway, that one's gone on too long, but you're sickos if you're doing that sort of shit, so don't. Here's a video rant from Mark's Gone Walking. Alright Mark, how you doing? Seen some lovely footage of yours lately. Oh, that sounds a bit rude, doesn't it? Seen some lovely footage of yours. It's like I'm comparing, work it out yourself. And actual fact, the average male penis is 8 inches long apparently. So Mark, if you have got a footage, then please let us all know. Anyway, here's Mark's video rant. Enjoy. I think it's over here somewhere.
It's a Burton Outdoors, Lee. I've got a rant I want to share, if you don't mind. So my rant is, those take-out meals that you get from places like Marks and Spencer's or Tesco's, and they're branded as ready meals, and you get them in those little plastic containers, don't you, with like salad, noodles and sushi and all the rest of it. So, going home the other day from work, bought one at Euston, got on the train, no fork. Some of them do have forks, some of them don't have forks. What's that all about? Now, I know what some of you might say. My own fault, of course. And also, at the till, they do have said spoons and forks. But I was rushing from my train, and you know what it's like. Don't always remember these things, do you? So I was very excited to have my noodle in sweet and sour sauce. No fork. No fork. Come on, get it together. You're either having forks or you're not having forks. Which one is it? Right, I feel much better now. I've vented, and I'm going to carry on the rest of my walk. Thanks, Lee.
Next one's from Dan, Camp Life Bushcraft. Right, Dan, how you doing? Hope you're good. Dan's rant is people who interrupt him or start talking over him when he's talking, or when he thinks of something and then wants to talk about it, and then that person interrupts him or starts talking over him, and it completely and utterly bursts his thought bubble, because he then can't remember what he wanted to say. And says sometimes when he's talking to Carly, his wife, not Carly, when he's talking to Carly, she sometimes interrupts him and pops his thought bubble. That's not on. Don't do that. Don't talk over people. I'm actually guilty of it myself, to be honest. But don't talk over people. It's not polite. Let them hear what they've got to say. Unless it's something you don't want to hear. Burnt outdoors. Currently getting really wet. Not happy. A bit fed up. Decided to walk an hour to Victoria Station instead of just waiting around and catching the train from London Bridge. But there you go. It's all for you guys, so I can do a little rant as I've got behind with my filming lately. But anyway, enough of that. Blabber, blabber, blabber. Here's a rant from me. Professional beggars. Yes, professional beggars. They get bussed, taxied, ferried, minibus, however, whatever you want to call it, into suburban towns and sit outside shops begging. Now, personally, I've got nothing against people who are obviously homeless, people who sleep on the streets, because that's what they have to do. And if they have to beg to get money to survive, I haven't got a problem with that. Obviously, a lot of the ones in London are also professional beggars, and some earn, more than you and I do, and live in nice houses. They just dress differently for work. But professional beggars, what I mean by that is that like a gang of professional beggars that get bussed into suburban towns. We've had some in our town. I haven't seen them for a while, so maybe they've been got rid of, but they would do the usual lie on the ground with the hands in the air, praying in that position for ages, or sitting outside, supermarkets with, sorry, that light's terrible, sitting outside supermarkets with signs saying they don't speak English and they need food and all this sort of stuff. And it's one, it takes away from the people that want to be charitable and give the people that are down on their luck some money or some food or whatever. But for instance, I went into Aldi and one of the professional beggars was there, and I've seen her a few times, and I've seen her in town, and she was outside Aldi, literally sat on the floor on like a little rug, just begging people as they came in and out for money. But I watched a woman who was in front of me in the till buy a whole bag of stuff, like a whole beef joint and like a whole Sunday dinner, basically a Sunday roast dinner, and gave it to her. And she didn't even say thank you. She was totally ungrateful, purely because she wanted cash. It was no good to her, because you can't take that back to the boss man, the gang master, and give him a piece of beef and a Yorkshire pudding. Yeah. So professional beggars is my rant. Really get on my nerves, on my last nerve actually, and they really grate my gears. Here's another rant from me. People who put toilet roll on a toilet roll holder that's affixed to the wall. So as most toilets in the world, I presume, have some form of toilet roll holder affixed to the wall on the side near where their toilet is, so you can wipe your bottom, your bum, your buns, whatever you call it in your country, your derriere, your baps, that's other things also. So people who hang toilet roll the wrong way, and by the wrong way I mean the toilet roll goes down the side of the wall, so it comes out of the back of the toilet roll and goes down the wall, rather than coming out forwards and down into thin air. I'll give you an example here. I'll try and fit it in this space here. Okay, so that's the correct way, that one. The wrong way is this way. Okay, I'll tell you why. Hygiene is the reason why. If your toilet roll, and also it looks totally and utterly rubbish-o. It just looks naff. It looks a bit like you don't care, like you're just throwing it on. It's just a toilet roll. Toilet rolls actually mean mean things to people. You know, without toilet rolls, people are being the shit, literally. So toilet rolls always have to hang forwards, so that that's hanging in thin air. And the reason for that is hygiene. So, hygiene wise, if the toilet roll is hanging against the wall, you've got a higher chance of someone wiping the wall with their fingers when they've done a poo-poo, when they've wiped their botty, when they've done their business. Especially if there's children in the house, because what they'll do, they'll grab the back of the toilet roll, and as they grab it, you know, you got stuff on the wall. But if it's rolled the other way, the stuff, we all know what we're talking about here, can't go anywhere else unless it falls off and onto the floor. But it can't be, your germs can't be wiped on the wall or anything, so it's literally in thin air. So that's my argument for it. I hope you agree. I need you to get in the comments on this one, actually, because it's quite an interesting one. And yeah, get in the comments and let me know what you think. Do you think it's the right, which is the right way and which is the wrong way? So front is the right way, back is the wrong way. Front is the right way, back is the wrong way. People that totally disregard learner drivers and just treat them with utter disrespect. Now, we've all been there, we've all had to learn to drive at, you know, some time in our lives, and just the amount of drivers that I see, I'm driving with my son now, he's learning to drive, but the amount of drivers that I see, you know, in my daily life when I'm driving around, getting frustrated with learner drivers, you know, sitting right up behind them and tooting their horn sometimes, and, you know, trying to overtake them. And I mean, yeah, give them a break, guys. Learner drivers, they've got to learn. And with people giving them grief all the time behind them, or, you know, not letting them through gaps and things like that, you're not helping them, you're just making them more nervous. So that's a little bit of a gripe of mine at the moment. Anyway, hope you enjoyed these little rants. That'll be it for the moment. I have got some more stored up actually for another one sometime, but can you guys get in the comments also, please? Need to see some more rants, because you know, I need some more material if you want me to keep doing these. I know, yeah, quite a lot of you like them, and I don't know why, but sometimes they're funny, sometimes they're not. It just literally comes out of my head. So if you can just stick some comments in, please, of what you want to rant about. It can be anything. I don't do politics, and I don't do anything sexual and that kind of thing, really. Yeah, a few swears and a few sort of naughty stuff, but nothing, you know, nothing you wouldn't want to talk to your grandmother about. Although I've just done a bit on the toilet roll, haven't I? You obviously all know what that is, and that is the Taj Mahal. Yeah, I've had worse views, to be honest. Just sitting along the embankment, resting my weary legs for 5 minutes. I'm going to leave it there. There's nothing really interesting to see. I've just walked over Lambeth Bridge on my way to Victoria Station, and there's really nothing else to see. So I'll end it there. Just like to say thanks very much for not watching. If you'd like to unsubscribe, and if you'd like to thumbs down, it'd be much appreciated. Burton outdoors, currently outdoors at 7:30 in the morning on a Sunday. See you later, tubers. The backdrop, could use that as a thumbnail. Thumbnail alert. And then taken another bit and accidentally got some toilet paper on the wall. Toilet paper? Cut that. 3, 2, 1. Bloody pigeons, look at them. Eating a pavement pizza, you bastards. Piss off. Blech. Vermin, flying rats. Here's a rant from Dave Outdoors. We'll stick him up there today. Well, I could go this way. Stick him up here. Should we stick him up here? Should we stick up here, Dave? Back there. Here's a rant. Here's another rant from me. 3, 2, 1. Here's another rant from me. People. 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to try and think what the rant was. I'm going to have to go and look at it again. I always do this. It's a rant from me.